Good morning, children. Welcome to our online social session. In the last session, I taught you first lesson in geography. Okay, name of the lesson is the earth and the gratitude. Yes, in that lesson, I explained latitude, longitude, and gratitude. Yes, and we had learned about ellipse, angular distance. Okay, now in this lesson, let us use the gratitude. This is the second lesson. Name of the lesson is Let us use the gratitude. This lesson will teach you to how to locate the places on the earth. Okay? How to use the gratitude. I repeat again, children. The horizontal lines on the planet Earth, that is imaginary lines on the planet Earth, is called as latitude, and the vertical lines, okay, joining the North Pole and the South Pole is called as longitude. Okay, and latitude and longitude together makes a grid net. Okay, it is known as gratitude. Gratitude helps us to locate places on the earth. Now, let us begin with the lesson. Now, here, this is the globe. In school, you must have seen, no? It is a replica of the planet Earth. From this globe, you can make out how the uh, our planet Earth is divided into different means latitude, longitude, how are the imaginary lines drawn. Okay, the earth is divided by the equator. Okay, the line, this line you could see, this is known as equator. Yeah, it divides the earth into two parts. This is the northern hemisphere, this is the southern hemisphere. Okay, and this is called as the globe. Here you can see the different continents. Yeah, and this blue color is, these are the oceans. Okay, now see the see figure 2.2. Yes, this center 0 degree. Yeah, this is the equator, and the line which joins the North Pole and the South Pole, here also the measure is 0 degree. This is the prime meridian. Equator divides the earth into two parts, northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Same way, prime meridian also divides the earth into two parts, that is eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. This I had explained in my previous session. Okay. Now here few questions are asked. Observe the globe and answer the following. What are the horizontal lines on the globe called? Till now you must be knowing, children, the horizontal lines on the globe. These lines are called as latitudes. List, now the second question, list the continents and oceans through which the equator passes. This is the line of equator, and the continent through which the equator passes is this Africa, yeah, America, okay, yeah, South America. See here, the line of equator, it passes to Africa, continent of Africa, and America, some part of northern part of South America. Got it? Yes. And oceans, here, Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. See here, it is the continent and ocean through which the equator passes, Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Now here the next question, encircle the intersection of 0 degree meridian and 0 degree parallel on the globe. This is the 0 degree meridian and 0 degree parallel. It meets here. Here there is the intersection where 0 degree prime meridian and 0 degree equator meets. Okay. Now the next question, which oceans are spread in all the four hemispheres? So there are two oceans, that is Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. Okay. Then next, which continents are spread in all the four hemispheres? There is only one continent which spread in all the four hemispheres, that is African continent. Just see the continent of Africa. It lies in all the four hemispheres, northern side, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, eastern hemisphere, as well as western hemisphere. So only one continent which lies in all the four hemispheres. Now the last question, at which two parallels do all the meridians converge? This till now you must be knowing the meridians, the longitudinal lines. These are the meridians and they converge at this point. Here it's not given there, but you know already this is the North Pole and this is the South Pole. So they converge, they meet at the North Pole and the South Pole. You know all these answers, children, till now? Yeah? You got the answers? Yes. Now next, when we talk about various places, regions, rivers, roads, etc., we are actually talking with reference to the earth. The location of a place, the extent of a region, and the extent of any linear feature can be described precisely with the help of parallels and meridians. The location of a place, suppose which place you want to locate here, any of the place in Asian continent, African continent, American continent. Yeah, the places, what helps you to locate these places? Parallels and meridians. Now let us see how to use the gratitude. Now here, while describing the location of a place, we need to consider only one parallel and one meridian. Okay, when we talk about a location. Yeah, so that time we consider only one parallel and one meridian, that is longitude. For example, suppose Delhi. Delhi is the capital of India. You can see our country India here. It lies in the northern hemisphere. This is the line of equator, and our country India is in the Asian continent. Okay, it lies in the northern hemisphere, and Delhi is located somewhere here at 28 degree 36 minutes 50 seconds north. Why north? Because it lies in the northern hemisphere, north latitude. Yes, and 77 degree 12 minutes and 3 seconds east. East. Why? Because it lies in the eastern hemisphere. I told you this is the prime meridian. The countries or continent which lies on the eastern side of the prime meridian is called as eastern hemisphere. And our country, India, it lies on the eastern side of prime meridian. So it lies in the eastern hemisphere and on the northern side of the equator, northern hemisphere. That is why we locate the capital of India, that is Delhi. We say it lies at 28 degree 36 minutes 50 seconds north latitude and 77 degree 12 minutes 3 seconds east longitude. This is clear to you, children? Yes. Now next, for describing the extent of a region, we need to consider two parallels and two meridians at the extreme ends of the region. For example, the extent of Australia, continent of Australia, is described as 10 degree 30 minutes south. Why south? Because see the line of equator and Australian continent is below the line of equator. Okay, it lies in the southern hemisphere. So that is why we describe it as 10 degree 30 minutes south to 43 degree 39 minutes south latitude and 113 degree east. Why east? Because again it lies in the eastern hemisphere, eastern side of prime meridian. 113 degree east to 153 degree east longitude. Is that clear, children? Now look at the map, children, which is displayed on the screen. This is the map of Africa, some part of African continent, where you can see Nile River. Yeah, this is one of the longest river which flows in the African continent. Okay, so for describing the extent of linear features like a river, road, etc., we need to consider the latitude and longitude of their terminal points. Now we'll see the linear features like the river and road. Suppose for instance the Nile River, okay, which flows in Africa and it originates from Lake Victoria. You can see all these places, the Lake Victoria, River Nile in the map, okay, and terminal points means from where it originates, yeah, and it ends. So Nile River, it originates in Lake Victoria, flows north and meets the Mediterranean Sea near the city of Alexandria in Egypt. Country Egypt is a part of African continent. And see in the northern side of Africa, you can see the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, so this Nile River, it originates in Lake Victoria. It flows north and then meets the Mediterranean Sea, which is near the city of Alexandria in Egypt. I repeat, Nile is one of the longest river. Okay, yeah. The location of Lake Victoria is 0 degree 45 minutes 21 seconds south. The location is towards the south latitude and 33 degree 26 minutes 18 seconds east longitude. Similarly, the location of Alexandria is 31 degree 12 minutes north latitude and 29 degree 55 minutes 7 seconds east longitude. These latitudes and longitudes are considered to describe the extent of river Nile. So these lines of latitude and longitude help us to describe the extent of river Nile. Yeah, how longest means how much distance it covers. Yeah, to what extent? This extent is from 0 degree 45 minutes south latitude and 33 degree 26 minutes east longitude. East longitude, this is 33 degree 26 minutes east longitude. This is the origin, yeah, from where it originated. It originates from Lake Victoria. You could see the Lake Victoria there in the map. Yes, to 31 degree 12 minutes north latitude and 29 degree 55 minutes east longitude up to the mouth, up to the Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, from there it flows from, it originates from Lake Victoria and then, okay, it meets the Mediterranean Sea. Let's use the gratitude. Now see the map of Brazil, okay, on the screen. This map you can also see, the same map is given in the textbook, page number 11, figure 2.3. Okay, Brazil. This country, Brazil, it lies in South America. Okay, you know, North America and South America. This is one of the continent. Yes, so, in South America, Brazil, this country lies, and Brazil is the largest country in South America. Now let us see the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of Brazil. Brazil, children, this country lies in northern as well as southern hemisphere. Just look at the map, children. There is this line of equator, and some of the part of the country, it lies in the northern hemisphere, only some part. Yeah, and major part of Brazil lies in the southern hemisphere. Okay, and the latitudinal extent of Brazil is 5 degree 15 minutes north to 34 degree 45 minutes south latitude. Okay, and longitudinal extent is 34 degree 45 minutes west to 73 degree 48 minutes west longitude. West, why I am saying west? Because Brazil, totally this country lies in the western hemisphere. I repeat, Brazil, some part of Brazil lies in northern hemisphere above the equator, line of equator, and the major part of Brazil lies in the southern hemisphere. And Brazil totally lies in the western hemisphere. Okay, and just see the picture, the map, sorry. Brasilia, you can see in the southern hemisphere, Brasilia is written there. Brasilia is the capital of Brazil. Then there is Amazon River Basin. Okay. Then in the northern hemisphere, uh, northern part of Brazil, you can see Maraju Island. Yes, Guyana, then French Guiana. Yes, the countries like Colombia, Venezuela, Peru on the eastern side of, western side of Brazil. Then see in the southern part, south, we have the neighboring countries which is surrounded uh, in Brazil, that is Argentina. Yeah, okay, and uh, Brazil, uh, in the western side of eastern side of Brazil, you can see South Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, and on the top, northern hemisphere, northern part, northeastern side, you will see North Atlantic Ocean. Understood, children? Yes, and with this, we have finished with the first part of the lesson. Let us use the gratitude. And just see on the right side of the page, page number 11, there are few questions there. I will like to give you this for homework. Okay? Yes, latitude and longitude. I already told you latitude and longitude. Yeah. Then in which hemisphere does the Brazil extend? North-south direction. All this I want you to do it for homework. Which parallel and meridians should be used to describe the extent of river Sao Francisco? Yeah, and the last one is describe the location of Maricho Island using the graticule. The graticule till now you know what is the meaning of graticule. Yeah, see the describe the location of Maricho, yeah, island, which is on the northwestern side of the Brazil. Okay, yeah. Now in the next session, I will teach you the second part of the lesson. Let us use the gratitude.